of New York. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we're back with the Real Housewives of New York. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know you stopped by, hit the bell notification twice. Check to make sure that you are subscribed. Sometimes YouTube and its funny little algorithms likes to unsubscribe people. So go ahead and check to make sure, and if you're not, go ahead and resubscribe, and it's okay. It's not alarming. Just sometimes we just gotta check. We got to remember that a lot of this technology is not being ran by humans. It's being ran by machines. And that's why when people's channels get snatched, nobody understands why they got snatched, because a damn computer done snatched it. I really, really want to know what happened with Bondi's channel. I really want to know what happened with her channel. And was it a human or was it an algorithm that took her channel down? Because if it was an algorithm, I need to know. I just need to know. I need to know. Anyways, YouTube was down the other day. One of the subscribers was in my comment, was like, oh my God, Erica, I went to Rodney's channel and Rodney's channel had no content. So I ran over there to Rodney's channel too, and I saw it had no content, but I saw I was still able to play his videos and his channel was still up. It just kept saying no content. To come to find out, YouTube was down. It didn't affect me, and the only person I checked was Rodney, because somebody else said to check it. I wasn't checking anything else, and I was like, Rodney, I went in Rodney's DM like, Rodney, go check your channel, because you know how dramatic he is. I didn't want to give him a baby heart attack and he be on the road or at work something like that. Baby, I didn't want to send him. I was like, I did not want to send him into any kind of spiral, but luckily it was just YouTube. YouTube was down. Rodney did not lose his channel. Baby, I had a baby heart attack. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I need to, it's the algorithm. I need to know what happened to Bondi's channel. I really would like to know. I think it's the algorithm. Anyways, so Real Housewives of New York. Let's start off with Ebony and Leah. They were sitting there talking, just catching up. They were talking about the little prayer that you put on the door frame. I forgot what you call it. Started with an M, but in front of a lot of Jewish households, it's a prayer that goes in the door frame. And they were talking about how they had one, but I didn't understand how Leah's had hers encased in like this glass or this plexi. I don't know. It was weird. I would really like to get more into Ebony's connection with Judaism. Like, I'm not getting it on these stories. I need to know why you and the, like, these men that you are engaged, they're Jewish men. I'm trying to figure out what is it, because the last two men you were with were Jewish. Mezuzah. So that's what it's called. Yes. It's a prayer, I guess. So yeah, you see it in front of your Jewish friends. They have it in their doorways when you cross the threshold. You'll see it. They didn't have theirs in there. They had theirs in their hands. So I was like, okay, why is it not in I'm confused. I really want to know. I think, Leah's, her thing with Judaism, I think it provides her a structure that she craves. So, but for Ebony, I'm really interested in understanding a little bit more about that. Sonia, Ramona is working to get her real estate license, and so she's working with her real estate agent friend, who they're going around showing her showing apartments and stuff like that, and seeing how well she does. Ramona is a trip. Ramona is like, she's a trip, because she's just so like, I do not like Ramona Singer. I've never liked Ramona. I thought she was always the epitome of what you like, not even a Karen, but just like a white woman. I don't even want to say Karen. It's just like the epitome of a white woman. Like, her scope of reality doesn't go as far as her, and it's like no, it doesn't matter who it is. That's what I'm saying. It's like white men, white women. It's funny to watch white women do white women on each other, like the way that Leah and Ramona were acting at that dinner. I'm gonna get to that because Leah is a trip too. It's just it's a different energy she has, but she's not too far off. I can't hear. I can't do this, lady. If you know, that's when I agreed with Ramona. If you know we are doing some type of ritual, right? And you're on FaceTime and everybody's doing their thing, why in the hell would you start screaming that you can't hear and you can't see? Furthermore, why wouldn't y'all put her up where she could see the entire table and be included, and then everybody could look at her and she could see everybody else? Y'all had her propped up really weird and she kept interrupting. I'll get to that. But anyways, Ramona was showing this property. She was just rude to the guy, telling the guy to shut up, grabbing the guy, not respecting personal space. It's just all of these things that culturally white women do, and it's just like so cringy. It's just like, how do you get away with shit like that? Like, I don't know. This shit is crazy. Anyways, Ebony hires a DNA tracer who's gonna do this clustering analysis and help her find her dad. So hopefully she finds her dad. Sonia and Brad. Sonia goes on a blind date with Brad. They order Bloody Marys, which is one of my even talking about it. Ooh. Even talking about Bloody Marys. Come on, brain. It's crazy. Isn't the body crazy? As soon as I said Bloody Marys, my brain was like, girl, you could taste it, the memory of it, and it starts you start salivating. Isn't that funny? That is so funny. But Bloody Marys are so good, baby. But you be at brunch with Bloody Marys, by the time bitch you get up, you be toe up. It's nutritious. It's tomato juice. What is it? Hot sauce, vodka, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, a little carrot, they have so much shit now they be putting. It's usually a celery, but they got bacon. You saw Sonia had bacon on hers, probably like an olive. It's just like this salty, tomatoey. Oh, I love Bloody Marys. She got her virgin Bloody Mary, right? Remember when she said on another episode, when she goes out, she doesn't drink. So I don't know, maybe because it's a blind date, you don't know this guy, so you're not having a drink. And one drink is fine, but she ordered a virgin Bloody Mary. They're having their little conversation. They're talking about business, and he is a retail space. He leases retail space. Sonia was talking about her online business. He was talking about his back surgery, just like older people conversation, right? Baby, when he said, are you familiar with the south of France? I was like, yes. Then he said he sold that damn house. I was like, no. I felt exactly the way Sonia did. I felt the same exact way. Like, oh no. Why did he sell the house in the south of France? Because he wasn't using it. So he sold it. They don't get dessert. To me, I feel like that's a bad sign when you don't order dessert, because you don't want to, or coffee, you don't order something like at the end, because it's like the conversation is not going anywhere. It didn't seem like the conversation was going anywhere. They hugged. She said she had fun, and she said she hopes she sees him again. So I don't know if that was just, doing the pleasantry fake shit, but it didn't seem like there was any sparks there. But she was like, we're still getting to know each other. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Ramona and Luann, they're on the phone. Are they on the phone? Yeah, they're on the phone talking about the Black Shabbat. And Ramona says she hopes that there's no soapbox. We all hope that there's no soapbox. Also, Leah lets Ebony know that she's been exposed to COVID, and that she'll join via FaceTime to do the blessings. And Ebony is upset because she was like, I'm selfishly, upset. I want you to get better, but you're going to leave me with these crazy bitches. And crazy bitches is what she left you with. When I tell you, I was like Ryan, Lanera, and Diane. I was like them. The other black people at the party, I was like them at Shabbat, not a party. But I was there I was looking like, girl, what is going on? Is this a joke? Are y'all joking? But it's like the ridiculousness of Ramona and Sonia's behavior. Leah added to a little bit. I was like, Leah, why are you trying to yell at Ramona through the FaceTime? She was really trying to check her. She was really trying to check her. But girl, you yelling through you sound even crazier. Y'all all sound crazy. Anyway, so they get on the bus. Ebony's hollering Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. I just don't like the way Ebony emotes. For me, it just seems all of her emotions seem really authentic. They seem very very rehearsed. Like everything seems rehearsed. Her happiness seems rehearsed. Her sadness. I haven't seen her quite angry yet, but like her sadness, everything seems like this is what I think people would want to see. I don't know. I just get weird. Ebony's weird for me. I'm like, it's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me, dog. She yelling Shabbat Shalom. I cringe every single time. I really want to know what her story is. I really want to know what the fascination is. I really want to get deep down to it. Mazel, she's yelling. Leah's gonna be on Zoom. Ramona says it's weird. I agree. I agree with that crazy ass white woman. I agree. I was with her when she told Leah, we love you, baby. We love you. We care about you. But, we're doing our own thing. We're here. We can't not, like, basically cater to you. Like, and it's like, literally, it's the white woman who wants to be catered to telling another white woman, we can't cater to you. It's beautiful. Y'all don't love that shit? I love it. I fucking love it. When white women pull white women on white women, baby, it's the best. I just sit back. Girl, how y'all gonna get out of this? Baby, it's the funniest shit to me. Anyways, let me go back down. I don't know what happened. Okay, so they arrived. They're throwing snowballs. I thought that was cute. I don't know what kind of shoes Luann had on. They seemed to be the most sensible, but they did not match her outfit at all. They were like tan, 3/4. They were like 3/4 boots, like tan. I don't know if they were suede. I don't know if they was leather. I don't know. They did not go. And she had on like a blue sequins dress. I was like, girl, what's going on? They're on their way there. Sonia tells Ebony, I'm off the chain already. Girl, we already know. They're so, like, this is the part that gets me. Y'all are grabbing shit off of the bus to give to the hostess, but you're grabbing like shit that's already been open. Like the wine bottle had the foil. It wasn't no foil on the top. You could see the cork and everything. I was like, girl, did y'all really give this to this lady? And then even Sonia was like, they had some really good stuff on the bus when she gives it to her. Like, bitch, I didn't buy this for you. I mean, we got it off. We stole it off the bus. Oh, so we get introduced to Ebony's friends who were outdone, honey. They were outdone. It was Ryan, Lanera, and Dion, who she said her and Ryan have been to Israel together, and so it wasn't really much after that, but she says they are working with her to, uplift Black excellence. Wonderful. We love it. So Archie is the name of the hostess, and she has this organization called Jew Belong, and Jew Belong is a way to basically become this inclusive space for people who want to understand Judaism and Jewish culture and stuff like that. Great. And if you're interested, it's perfect. It's a perfect organization. Ramona and Sonia are looking at the table. So it was so much going on. I'm only pulling out what I took notes from. I can't remember all the shit. If I remember, it was so much shit going on. It was really like Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Hatter's Party. It was really like that. Ramona picks up the napkins and she's like, this is so interesting, it's so eclectic, you're you march to the beat of your own drummers and all this other stuff. I was like, and the lady seemed like she was like, I don't even know how to respond to this woman and how she's engaging with me, because it was very weird. Even Sonia was like, I can tell this is just the tip of the iceberg. I can tell that this is going to be a crazy night. The woman seemed uncomfortable, Archie. Ebony shared that Sonia went on the date. So Sonia is talking about, the date. She's talking to Lanera, Dion. I'm looking in this white man's ass once again, and I'm not gonna take a picture of it. It wasn't. You saw how I y'all saw how I swiped my thing up to take a picture. I will not take a picture. I do not want to traumatize anybody today. I do not want to have to put a trigger warning on this video. So I'm looking directly into his ass right now. Anyway, what happened after that? So Sonia explains that she does not want to talk about her date while Ramona and Luann are around because they like to recycle dick. And it's amazing that 3 girlfriends really pass niggas around. I'm sorry. I love it. Y'all might think it's nasty or whatever. I think it's fucking hilarious because it really shows. And Luann was the fool, like Sonia alluded to last night. Luann was the fool who walked down the aisles. These niggas are supposed to be candy, and we passing the candy around, and your dumbass went and married. And it's so funny because it was Tom and Harry, and all they needed was a dick. That's all they needed was a dick. All they needed was a dick. But she's right. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. I think it is pure comedy that they pass men around. I love it. I love it. It's women who pass niggas around. They just don't know it. They don't know. Y'all be sharing niggas too. Y'all be sharing niggas too. Okay. So Sonia, so when Luann walks up, she don't want anybody to say anything, because Luann walks up, she was like, tell them to be quiet. And then they started talking about how they were introverts. So both Luann and Ebony's friend, when Ebony and Sonia said that they were introverts, were like, girl, y'all are not introverts. But Sonia, the way she explained it, I was like, that's really cool how Sonia explained it. Sonia says, we are introverts. Ebony added, we recharge in solitude, but we show our love by being extroverted around the people that we love. But we're really introverts. I love that, which is an ambivert. You could be both. You could be both. I love the way that Ebony said we recharge in solitude. We do. We have to, like, nobody can be around, not we do, but introverts do. I'm an ambivert. I love to be by myself, but I can be a social butterfly. That's my Libra rising. I'm social butterfly. Like, I'm cool. I love to keep the party going, make the drinks and all that other stuff. Yes. But when it's time to not be around you niggas, I gotta go. I need my me time. So yeah, I thought that was cute the way they explained it. So anyway, Ramona is Ukrainian. Okay, so Ramona is Ukrainian. At first I thought she was Italian. Who is Italian? At first I thought she was Italian because she has this thing. I don't know. Who is Italian? What is Dorinda? What's her ethnicity? Is Dorinda? No, Medley. No, that's her married last name. What's Dorinda's last name? I can't remember. I thought somebody was Italian. Bethany. Is Bethany Jewish? Frankel. Anyways, don't get me talking about white people's ethnicities, child. I don't know. So they start the ceremony. They got phone issues, right? Oh, Luann walks up when they were trying to talk, and Luann said, if you're an introvert, then I'm a donkey. And I was like, what a dumb joke, Luann. And everybody, was like, that was dumb. I would have been looking like, girl, what? You a donkey if she's an introvert? Okay. They start the ceremony. Leah can't see. Ramona's like, listen, we're doing the best we can, baby. We love you. We wish you were here. I was with Ramona. Girl, shut the fuck up. I would have hung up on Leah. But she did a good job. She learned her prayer. And I love to hear prayers when they're like in another language. Like I love to hear prayers from lady, why are you walking back there? I love to hear the Jewish folks pray, and I love to hear the Muslims pray because it's like a song and it sounds so beautiful. It sounds so beautiful. So I'm going to give it up to Leah. She sounded good, singing her little prayer and everything like that. So I thought it was cool. And then she was like, we can't cater to you right now. We're in the moment. And I agree. It's like, it's hard to be on FaceTime. You just sitting there watching everybody like they having fun. They doing all the things. So Ramona shares with us that she was going to convert. But then she realized that the guy, he didn't appreciate that she was converting. So she was like, F that, no way. Ebony is wonderful. So the lady starts talking about Ebony, right? Giving Ebony her props and bringing people together and this and that. And Ramona she is so uncomfortable. The level of like what she did can really be used as an example of, and even Sonia said it. She was like, this is an example of people who don't want to listen. What is so hard, and why is it so hard for you to listen to the struggles of other people and then turn around and insult those people? Like, well, when I was in college, the Jewish people didn't like me. I wanted to be Jewish so bad, and I started crying, and the Italians and the Jews. And I was like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? She was creating a distraction to keep from talking about Black people and Jewish people. I was like, what is wrong with her? What is wrong with her? I hear these stories that Ramona is not coming back and there's going to be a cash shakeup and anything like that. I don't know if this had anything to do with it because Andy Cohen is Jewish, and I don't know if he saw this and was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What is your problem? Like, what is your that shit was so weird to me. I was like, she's doing anything she can to create a distraction because she doesn't want to hear about the plight of Black folks and Jewish people. It's so crazy. And she was like, they're telling Ramona, shut up and listen. Just shut up and listen. Just shut up and listen. What happened after that? When you're an oppressed people, white supremacy reigns when oppressed people fight each other. And it's absolutely true. Like, it's absolutely true. So they're talking about the relationship between Jewish people and Black people and how it's strained and this and that. And Ramona is not wanting to hear it. I've paid the price. Girl, nobody is talking about you. Like, nobody's talking about you. Talking about the plight of another group of people and it makes you uncomfortable. It's like so weird. It is really weird. It is really weird. And what's even weirder, and I'm just going to throw this out here, it's even weirder when oppressed people who oppress other oppressed groups or try to oppress other groups don't understand what they're doing. When you are a marginalized group trying to oppress another marginalized group and you act like you don't get what you're doing, but then when white folks oppress you, you completely understand it, and you cannot see that your actions are mimicking that of your oppressor, and you exercise that on other protected groups and marginalized groups of people. It's amazing to me that we can recognize it when it's done to us, but when you're doing it to someone else, you can't recognize it. Isn't that strange? When I went to college, Jewish people hated me. Leah said, bitch, it wasn't just the Jewish people. Everybody probably hated your ass. Right. Why can't we talk about everybody? Why do we? Because even Ryan was like, because this is a black Shabbat. That's the purpose. If you didn't want to talk about black people and Jewish people, you shouldn't have brought your white ass. You should have stayed at home because you knew what it was. You knew what it was going to be about. You knew that this woman was going to be talking about Jewish people. You knew there was going to be some talk about black people because the woman told you that she was inviting her black friends there that she's, experienced Judaism with. So, girl. So, Ramona gets up and she leaves. She goes to use the bathroom. She's walking away. She always does that. She's just it's weird. I was just like, something is wrong with this lady. But what she was doing is exercising white privilege. She was in full white privilege mode. I do not want to talk about the oppression of black people. I do not want to talk about the oppression of Jewish people. I do not want to talk about, and if I can't talk about what they've done to me, then I'm going to get up and I'm going to create confusion to the point where the entire conversation is derailed and now focused on you. And then you turn around. When I tell you she performed the full spectrum of white privilege outside of killing somebody and going to court and getting off scot-free, she turned around and did, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if I did this. I just felt connected to you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The aggressive victim. Girl, let me tell you something. That is, it is part of the socialization of white women to be super aggressive and then immediately flip into the victim and then weaponize her tears, call the cops, and get everybody around her killed, and the whole town burns down. That's the only thing Ramona didn't do, was have the town burn down and call the cops. That's the only thing she didn't do, was call 911. That would have been the full spectrum. I wish I was born. Now you wish you was born Jewish. I was like, girl, we're not going to make this about you, Sonia. And then we're not going to make this about you, Ramona. And then Sonia says, let's listen to the blacks and the Jews. Now, I say the blacks. I get that from Dave Chappelle. It's a joke. The blacks, the gays, the Jewish people. Let's listen to the blacks and the Jewish people. The blacks and the Jews. That's what she said, not Jewish people. The Jews. That's even worse, child. It's a mess. Are we gonna? And then Ramona leaves and says that she's hungry, so she goes to the kitchen and is telling the people to serve her food now. Like I said, the full spectrum. The people are in there preparing the food. She's uncomfortable. She now says she's hungry because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to eat healthy. And girl, we're in the middle. Even the lady Archie was like, girl, what the fuck? It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Leah and Ebony get on the phone in the other room. Ebony's like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I understand, but it's really fucking weird to see it. Like, that shit was weird. I was like, Ramona, like, it made her so uncomfortable. But it's like, but the privilege comes from, she doesn't even have to ask herself, why did this make you uncomfortable? Why did talking about black folks and Jewish folk coming together, why did the attention on those two groups of people make you so uncomfortable that you got up, created confusion, and derailed the entire evening? And made it about you and made the attention to you. And Sonia says she represents people who get uncomfortable and defensive. But why are you uncomfortable? What about the liberation of these people make you uncomfortable? Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.